I'm not fortunate enough to be one of those songwriters who haven't or don't go through what you write. So when you write songs like I'm blessed in the city, you know, everybody wanted that. Everybody wanted to be blessed in the city and in the field. Blessed when you come and in your go. Blessed in your basket and in your crib. Blessed with the new whip. Blessed with the bank account that's fat. We all don't have no problem with that. And then we all don't mind bringing no weapon form against us. Because we don't like weapons form against us. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't like it when people come against us and lie on us and talk about us. We don't like it when they talk about us and it's true. One of my scriptures that I looked at, that I analyzed, was that Peter, Jesus looked at Peter and said, Peter, Satan desires to have you and sift you and take you like wheat. Now, this was Jesus' boy. He'd been with Jesus. See, how many of y'all walked with Jesus? I'm not talking about the invisible Jesus. I'm talking about the physical Jesus, you know, who had to wash his feet and, you know, eat and change clothes and stuff like that. I'm talking about the real life Jesus with a beard. Jesus with long hair and stuff, just out in the wilderness doing stuff. Peter was with him. Now that's power. He had power. He had God in the flesh walking with him. And then God looked at him and said, hey, Satan desires to have you. He said, but don't worry, I prayed for you. But the problem is, what's the prayer was the problem to me. It seemed like to me, if it was Jesus, I'd say, Lord, just pray that he don't sift me. That's all. We can end this right here. We ain't got to go nowhere. Just pray that he don't sift me, and we can cut around this. And he didn't do that. No, he said, I just pray for you. I pray that your faith won't fail you. Now, this is basically what he was saying, is you getting ready to get sifted. But I pray that your faith won't fail you. And what I got out of that is just stay alive 3 days, Peter. Just stay alive 3 days after this, you know, just hang in there. Judas ain't gonna make it. But just stay alive 3 days, man. I pray that your faith don't fail you. You know, he said, and when this is all over, you will strengthen your brothers after your faith has stood, but your time and your body has been tempted and sifted. And after you failed, because you're going to fail, and Peter stood up like all of us would have done. Oh, no, Lord. I shall go to wherever with you. I will fight with you. I will go to the grave with you. Man, come on. Chill that. I just say, like, man, come on. You get ready to make me mad here. You know? Before the rooster crows in the morning, you will have already denied me 3 times. You will deny that you ever knew me. You will deny that you ever walked with me, that we ever broke bread together, that you saw me here. You won't even know me. I don't know. Matter of fact, you're going to cuss. I know none of the saints be cussing. Peter was a saint. He was cussing. One time he just said, after about the 3rd time, he looked and he caught his eye. He said, I never knew the man. I never knew. That's one of them. I know this one. I saw y'all together when y'all was out there at that sea and y'all passing out that food and that fish, man. You was one making all that noise. And you was sitting there. I ain't never knew him. If you don't bust up out of here, man, I'm going to crack you in your eye. I don't know him. I just stabbed somebody a few minutes ago and I will cut your ear off. Peter was a bad boy. And the Bible says Jesus caught his eye and he looked and he said, man, the worst place in the world Peter could be is at that moment. For those of you that have never denied Jesus, you don't know what that feels like. For those of you when the Lord said go left and you went right, you know what that feels like. For those of you that have done things that you know has not been pleasing to God, you know what it looked like to catch his eye and say, man, I didn't mean to do it like that. Jesus just said, okay, man, we straight. I told you. They took Jesus on and they hung him. So for 3 days, Peter had to sit there with all of this stuff inside of him. You know, he didn't feel much. He didn't think, nothing about the fact that if you tear this temple down in 3 days, I'll raise it up. He didn't know, he didn't think about it. He was done. Peter was done. I'm pretty sure he was that close to killing himself, but his faith did not fail. Even when they came and said, the master is not there, an angel said, why seek ye the living among the dead? Yeah, I got to move on. Peter said, you got to be kidding me. I saw him crucified. And he ran to the tomb in disbelief. He was like running like, oh, Lord, not knowing what he was going to see when he got there. Okay.